A look in on Malone Stadium. Today, an interconference battle with contrasting styles set to clash. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes against the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt here in the booth, and joined on the field by Holly Rowe. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. Warhawks will kick this away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clark. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Now the handoff. He's running behind the right tackle.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field. Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Oh, and the pass just batted away by the linebacker who stayed at home.
Outstanding job by the defender. He doesn't arrive early, doesn't create that contact that would lead to a penalty, and yet he's able to get in there and swat this ball away. These windows are tight for this quarterback, in large part because these defenders are so good.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Breaking tackles, refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Chris, sometimes when an offense runs the football on third down, it's a signal that they were going to be willing to go for it on fourth down. I think that was the case here, but they don't need to because they were able to pick up the first down. That is a tremendous run, the ability to make people miss once he gets through that line of scrimmage, and he was able to move the chains.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's fourth down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, fourth down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. offense with some pre-snap motion. And looking to throw now on first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Open field ahead. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch downfield. He goes out of bounds, but he's inside the 30.
Well, I love that execution on third down. It's about moving the chains, and it's about matchups. He goes to his wide receiver, who you clearly know he loves throwing to in big situations, and they're on the same page again for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Tackle made quickly at the 11, but the offense in the red zone now.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
And the Warhawks will try to keep this drive moving. That's a design quarterback keeper. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Oh, and he missed it. It's wide to the right. No good.
That keeps the score. ULM 6, Kent State 0.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Right, here we go.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here's the second down play. It's a draw to the back. He's got some space. Look out. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions, but the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. Design quarterback run. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust. Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Snags the quick throw. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. 1st down for this offense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That is a good job by this wide receiver and the quarterback recognizing the zone coverage. When you've got a crossing route, you've got to sit down in that window. You see it's zone, sit down, give the numbers to your quarterback, and he's able to put the ball on the frame, and they get a nice completion there. This is a great job of recognition from everybody on the offense, but more specifically that wide receiver and quarterback.
2nd and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the pressure's on. Quarterback looking to scramble. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
When you talk with quarterbacks, and in particular quarterback coaches, coordinators, play callers, they'll tell you that the mark of a great player at this position is a guy that can pick up 2 to 4 1st downs with his legs. Sometimes it's not always going to be a quarterback run designed by the play, but the ability to improvise, get on the outside, and move those chains.
Touchdown, Warhawks. Still no answer for this offense.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now a timeout call by the offense. That's their 1st. Now left with 2 of them here in the 1st half. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. There's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after them. Well, this defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. The UL Monroe offense back out there now. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Caught over the middle. It's Jameson. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
He keeps it on the design.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us, and that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
At the 21-yard line. Offense.
Lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now.
Kent State, 0.
So we'll start the second quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. The distance will be from 38 yards out. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 13-point lead.
Chris, this is an extension of what I saw in warm-ups. It was a struggle. There were a lot of missed kicks, and here he comes out, and in the live game, he misses it again. I'm sure his confidence is going to be low, and now the trust factor. Is the coach going to put him out there for another kick?
Kent State's offense back out there now. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. Breaking into the clear. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
They've got to change something up on defense because this defensive line is just not holding up. They're not winning at the line of scrimmage. These are huge, massive holes being created by the O-line, and the back is just taking advantage of it. They're going to have to commit more resources to stopping the run.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quick throw, testing the middle. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Harris. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. Looking to throw again. This one falls incomplete on fourth down. It's a turnover on downs. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
You know, these fourth down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not. Unable to connect. It's incomplete and going the other direction.
They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
QB keeper all the way. Sees an opening. Here he goes. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
Man, they're going to love watching this play on film tomorrow as an offense. Everybody's doing their job. Up front, this O-line, they are targeted and they are aggressive. The quarterback, he's getting to the second level and using that athleticism. And then look at these blocks down the field. On the perimeter, we've got wide receivers working hard. That is selfless football. And
has a path to the end zone. And he's in. A strong touchdown run. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down, get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
They're set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. And they're able to pick up that 1st down. Good job up front.
And they'll run it with the draw play. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Here we go. Ready, go.
And here's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
And that sets up a return. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the UL Monroe offense back on the field. On the ground, it's Jameson. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle. Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that 1st down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable 3rd down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, Chris, that's a big play by this secondary on 3rd down to create the tight window and then contact right when that ball arrives. That is tremendous timing. You don't want to arrive early, obviously. That's perfect.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Oh, and he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in a pretty good field position. The Golden Flashes offense retakes the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And he finds his tight end for the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the defense. That defender who's responsible for the tight end and pass coverage also has run responsibility. That's what allows the tight end to be open, and now you just have to hit him with an accurate ball. Beautiful job by this offense, and again, one of those concepts as a quarterback I absolutely love.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
He's going to hand this off. Look out, he's got space ahead. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Gets the first and still running. He's got a crease. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
The Warhawks will have first and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be
swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Third down coming up.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
At the 18-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here.
On the field goal.
He got it. The field goal's good. But there is a flag down, so we'll have to check and see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And the Warhawks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Yeah, that's a really nice stop from the defense here. You get goal-to-go situation, you got to bow your neck as a defense and play hard. And look at the block destruction up front. They're able to get in the backfield and create a negative play for this offense. That is exactly what you need.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Oh, they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1.
Well, that's going to bring up third and goal, and on third down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups?
Touchdown, Warhawks. This offense really clicking.
Chris, this one feels like the dagger. Now up big right before the half, able to execute, get it into the end zone. There's not a lot of hope on that opposite sideline heading into the locker room.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Break. Over. Just like that. Just like that. Ready.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for the wide out. He's got it with room to run. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. So that wraps up a wild first half. We'll take a couple of deep breaths here, take a break, and be back for the second half soon. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the Warhawks offense back on the field now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback design runs. You got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Second down, looking to throw it. It's a wide receiver screen. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, we knew this offense was going to attack on the edges and on the perimeter. And we knew that the defense would have to tackle in space. They're doing that great on this play. And now the offense is behind the chains.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Sit in.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Clark. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Kent State's offense back out there now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
It could be so easy to spiral here mentally. He's played so poorly, all these turnovers, the interceptions, but you're down in this game, and this is do or die. You've got to go out there and sling it down the field. This is a great start. Build from this point forward because there's no tomorrow.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. This defense makes another big play. What else could go wrong for this offense today? Offense comes out to start this drive. Ball handed off. Went it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a fourth down and decision time for this coach.
Well, sometimes as a head coach, you make a decision, and most of the time it's based on the scoreboard. But this one's just based on your standing within the coaching ranks. You want to make some enemies? Go for it right here.
The Warhawks will line up to kick it away. And now the defense will call a timeout. That's the team's first.
Timeout, Kent State.
And the Warhawks bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that punt flies all the way out of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Kent State offense on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, this defense is going to have to change something up. The quarterback is way too comfortable. These wide receivers are winning on the outside. This passing game is in rhythm. So the defense has got to change. Whether it's coverage and or blitz, do something different.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
He fires downfield. Catch is made down the middle. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. That's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker.
A play like that on first down is a coach and quarterback's best friend. Now you got 2nd and inches, you can do whatever you want. I particularly love taking a shot here, maybe a heavy play action. Get the ball down the field, really force those safeties to defend that pass deep. Well, it doesn't always have to be pretty, and it doesn't always have to be dominant. You just got to move the chains. We need first downs here as an offense. They're able to do that with a nice little run.
The shotgun running play called. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun. All right, Chris, down multiple possessions here. I think they've got 2 downs to go for this. It's 3rd down. It's inside the 5. You've got 2 calls. You can run it here. You can go play action. But if you're the head coach, you have to communicate to the offensive play call.
And it's picked off in the end zone. On the return, it'll be tackled in the end zone. A touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Movement here from the tight end. Gonna run it. It's Jameson. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Keeping it on the ground here. Powers through. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
That is just not what this group was looking for. They weren't aggressive at all. 3 straight runs, and you're going to have to punt it away. Didn't get the job done up front, and certainly as an offensive play caller, that is very safe.
And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard. This is a good call and really good execution. It takes some patience, first from the quarterback, getting those eyes downfield. But for this draw to be successful, I think it's all about that pass set from the offensive lineman. They got to really sell that pass set in order to get the defensive lineman up the field, and then there you go for a nice little run. Good job by the running back as well. Just been an awful game for this quarterback. Ball continues to go into harm's way. The timing is off. The ball placement is off. He's thrown several interceptions, and again the ball is in the hands of the defense. This time they just can't bring it in. Well, we've seen it all day long. This defense is right time, right place, and again they hold them. It has been a frustrating day for this offense.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one. But it will set up 4th down. The Golden Flashes will bring their punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. Kicked it too far. It lands in the end zone for a touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They'll run it here. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. It's UL Monroe in the lead. Hasn't been much of a contest so far, and the stats will reflect that. And let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Hands it off on the counter. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective, is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Golden Flash's offense retakes the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Golden Flashes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Can he make it to the marker? They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on 3rd down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
The Golden Flashes will line up on 1st and 10. Here's another interception. We're losing track. That's another big play for this defense, and for the offense, the struggles continue today.
Well, there are days as a quarterback you feel like you're playing 12 and 13 defenders, and this is certainly one of those days. This quarterback has done nothing right. This offense has not had a rhythm, and this defense has been all over the field. Another turnover, and they're able to salt this game away.
They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game, and when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joel, you love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game, and as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackled short of the 1st down. It's getting 4th and 1.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
And the Warhawks will have to punt this one away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Way too much on that one. Instead of hitting the team back, it's booted out of the end zone for a touchback. Kent State's offense back out there now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Testing the right side here. Oh, look out, he's got open space. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, you got to love a 1st down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. 2nd and inches, anything is at your disposal.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
What a frustrating day for this offense. They have just not been able to get anything going all day long. This defense has been too fast, too sound. They have been all over the field, and here, icing on the cake, they're able to get the turnover late on a day in which they played fantastic football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pounding away with the run game. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's 2nd down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Running through the tackle. 2nd effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, I don't think there's any better feeling for a head coach than having a big lead in the 4th quarter and just ripping off big runs late in the game. You know you're going to continue to move the chains, continue to keep your offense on the field, and you're about to be in the locker room with a win.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. The Warhawks getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on 1st down, move the chains on 2nd and 3rd down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on 1st down.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
This group has been so impressive all day long, built this big lead, and now they're just running out the string. And I got to tell you, the mark of a great team is a team that can run the football when the opposition knows that they want to run the football. That's exactly what they're doing here.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
And the Warhawks will have to kick it away.
On to kick it away.
Timeout taken now by the defense. That's their second. They've still got one more left to work with. The Warhawks will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They'll kick it away here. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line. And now the offense will use their third and final timeout of the half. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, how bold do they want to be here? It's 4th and short. You're on your own side of the 50. Do you want to stay on the field with your offense? Boy, if you don't convert here, you are just setting up the opposition with great field position.
He shreds the tackle. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Same tailback, another carry. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, at least there's some positivity here. This is good for film. You get back in there Sunday night, Monday morning. At least there's something to hang your hat on for this offense, maybe build towards next week. But I tell you, today, this has been massively disappointing.
And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this, looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, down big, you've got to be aggressive down the field, and he continues to do that, and I understand that. But, man, this defense has been very good, and I got to tell you, I just don't sense that they're going to all of a sudden fall apart with a big lead.
Pressure is coming, and he's hit just before the throw, and the ball is picked off. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.